Hello, and welcome back to UniversiD&D.
Yeah!
My name is Blake Croft, and I am so humbled to be your Dungeon Master for the evening.
That's a good word.
And it is my absolute undying pleasure, I don't know, to introduce the players.
I'm Santiago Wilbur.
Kylie Brewer.
It is an honor to share this table with you, Blake Croft, as DM of UniversiD&D. My name is Alexander Moore. On to you, Katie.
I'm Katie Muir. Thanks for introducing me, Alex.
Jacob Gonzalez.
And
Great! Welcome back to part 2 of episode 13. We're coming back from the, almost near Beholder death. But I'm excited for part 2 of this session.
Let's go.
And we hope you are as well. If you're very excited, why don't you go ahead and already drop a like on the video? That'd be great. And at the end, tell us how much you liked it down in the comments below, and consider subscribing. And click that little bell for notifications.
Yeah.
And if you're caught up to this point, or even if you're not caught up, really anyway, go ahead and join our Discord. There's a great little community on there.
There's a whole chat just for spoilers, so if you're not caught up, you won't get spoiled.
Yeah, it won't spoil because we already considered that. We kept that in mind. Great. And if you would like to see us continue and improve our content, consider supporting us on Patreon. The link to that is down in the description. You can get some really awesome exclusive content and even maybe the chance to play in a one-shot with all of us, which is really great. Now that all that is out of the way, does anyone else have anything else?
You had
Oh, that's right. Just kidding.
Ha! God. Don't fix this in post.
Next...
Yeah. Do it every time. So someone laughs.
Then without further ado, let's roll the intro.
In a world where a bunch of kids play D&D, they also try to balance university. So let us introduce ourselves formally, and welcome to a brand new land of normalcy.
Some initiative, they know the definition of getting a crit in position and behind the villain. In other words, flanking the mimic to get a second attack. It's smooth and fast, prepping to cast a fireball. Hit them all with a third level blast. I know. Hope it's overcast to see destructive wrath. From a holy man, but he ain't the only man. To strike gold, he got a brutal barbarian. Every turn, the dragon lands another blow. Spitting flames like a fighter with a blessed bow. Shards of ice into the fire with no doubt. Ghostly form behind your back, sneak attack, lights out.
It's UniversiD&D. We're here to work and play and earn our bachelor's degree. Yeah. Now everybody sing it with me, cause it starts right now. Count it 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back to UniversiD&D. Now that our batteries have been reset.
Dude, Sage teleported.
He did.
That's so cool how he does that.
Sage, yeah, get that continuity. Come on. We'll reverse the footage. Say, we'll reverse the footage here of you just like being like. Wait, just reverse
Kip
this,
up.
okay?
That's commitment, right?
That is commitment. Welcome back to UniversiD&D. Last we left off, we left our heroes in the city of North Gresham, about 6 days into the Star Tides Festival. There has been an ongoing investigation to find Earl Radulf Harkinson, Earl of the Southstead, who was found out to have pink-tinted skin. And so you all had many, many theories of what could have happened and possibly what could continue to happen. But you had decided for the evening, perhaps it would be best to enter into the Clash of Champions, a contest that was said to bring the best fighters from across Everidge to compete in, where you had faced an Eye of the Deep Beholder in a large tank under the falls in North Gresham. You had slain this beast with Malik's final frozen spike bubble, where it had floated to the top like a goldfish. You had all climbed up onto various platforms, or makeshift platforms, to greet the crowd, who began chanting Celestial Syndicate at all of you. And that is where we pick up. The crowd continues to cheer and chant your name and you see Mary, the trainer. What's up? Mary, the trainer who had gotten you prepared and given you your star little candies, begins to swim out from some part on some kind of like raft and float out. And she checks the pulse of this large beholder, kind of like underneath the jaw, before taking a little flag out of her pocket and waving it. It is blue with the inscribed image of a star on it. She waves it. The crowd goes wild once again, and you actually see from each edge of the tank, even though this is indoors, it's hundreds of feet up. Like small little, like almost like fireworks go off, and like confetti like goes all over the crowd as this epic moment is secured for you all. Mary kind of like screams over the cheers and like, "Come follow me once you're done basking in this glory," and she like swims over.
Me too.
Yeah, you two are like dead in the water.
I don't want to like pick up Blomf and be like,
Yeah.
like raise his hand.
Yeah. You raise Blom's hand and the crowd goes even crazier. You like jump up.
I should use my staff too.
Exactly, yeah.
So I did tank all that damage.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And after a few minutes, kind of the cheering calms down, and like people begin to take their seats once again. But there's still quite the energy about this Coliseum as you all follow back and kind of swim towards a little offshoot off the tank. You like hop off this little, you see like it's like glass that comes up a few feet. You know, it's not the full like 120 feet down, but probably like 10 feet or so is above ground in this Coliseum. And you hop off and take the little steps down. And the crowd like cheers once again, like seeing you like walk off. And she takes you down into this little like, almost like a VIP like after party type room. Where you go in and it looks like there are tons of like fancy people. Now you all are in drenched clothes. Two of you actually unconscious as they kind of like drag you over. So it's not very graceful, your entrance, but you know you fought this incredibly tough battle. And as you walk in, you see there's tons of people in like very royal clothes drinking like cocktails and stuff. And like leather couches and all these great things. There's like a bar, like a bar of like straight glass and like a mirrored countertop that curves around and has like very large platters of cakes and foods and very fancy drinks and all sorts of things like that that curves around. And there's like a few like bartenders. But you're in this really elegant room that's kind of like built into like almost under the stadium seats, and Mary brings you in there. Here you may get refreshed. We will also help your fallen allies. And she brings in from like a side room someone in it doesn't appear to be like royal garb, but like almost like white leather armor, and she really like wordlessly hunches over and heals the two of you. Blitz, you have 7 health, and Alice, you have 10 health. Great. You put on quite the show today.
Did we win?
We won.
We did.
No help from me.
Hi, Maria.
Enjoy the bar.
Thank you.
Enjoy the bar. Mr. Newworth will be with you momentarily. And she heads out back in the stadium. You hear there's still like ruckus going on, but multiple like people in like royal garbs like come up to you and like congratulate you and like, oh wow, what a fantastic job, or like this has been quite the memorable Star Tides. And then you see Mr. Newworth come in, looking busy, like kind of collecting things. Wow, that was something to see. That was really great. Here you go. And he actually, it wasn't on it looked like whatever was on the cart, that like sack of gold you had seen was probably some like, you know, probably full of silver or something to that effect. Because he reaches into like a trunk and grabs this. This is for you all. This is your reward. Well earned. He hands it to Blomf.
Thank you.
It's 250 gold.
Awesome.
Should I add that to the party?
No, I
fund?
thought it was 250 gold each.
Do you want to just split it among us?
Oh, we could do that too.
It'll be 62 gold for 61 gold for everyone. So, and 4 people get 1.
I don't believe that's how that works. Because 5 times 6 would be 300, or 50 times 6 would be 300, so it's less than 50 each.
41 gold
Yeah, it sounds more.
each, but there's some left over. So there's 4 gold left over.
So you're kind of right.
Maybe add 4 gold to the party fund?
There you
4
go.
gold to the party.
So
So
y'all get 41.
So yeah, you can all have
41.
41,
I'll take that.
and then 4
Who
to
has
the party.
the party fund?
Add 5 because I don't like when my gold
Yeah,
is in a 5 or
add
a 0.
6.
Who has the party fund?
What?
So an additional 6 to that.
I thought you had the party fund, Melly.
No,
I
no,
do,
add
but
6
it's 0
to the
now.
party fund instead of 4 because we
Oh,
only
okay.
have 40.
Okay, so 10.
Jacob, do that right?
What?
Party fund or no?
No, you
Okay,
had
good.
it.
I have it. There's
Add
6
what to
whole
the
gold
party?
in the party
No,
fund.
6 extra gold to the party fund.
I have the Damien fund.
Only 6 extra gold. To the party
Yes,
My
fund.
trust
there's
fund.
6 gold in the party fund.
All right.
Great. Okay. New Earth congratulates you, and enjoy the after party. You're quite the champions. And he walks out. More business to attend to. As you all kind of like go around like greeting people, who do you see but Mr. Edwin Taft, who is really dressed up for this occasion, walks in through the door on the opposite side. Well, glad I stuck around for that. I'm afraid I wasn't able to attend any of the other nights, but wasn't aware you all were competing. That was quite the impressive feat.
Can I insight?
Sure.
Just want to.
Is he sketch?
Yeah. Natural 20.
He seems to be impressed.
That's what I get in my natural 20.
He's an upstanding guy.
He's an
Yeah.
upstanding guy.
He's a
Well, at
good
least
man.
you know for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good man.
He seems to be thoroughly impressed. That was quite impressive. Well, I can't believe you managed to do it. I have been working here a few years, and I've never actually been able to attend the winning match of the Clash of Champions
You work here?
in the town, in the city. Yeah,
Hope you enjoyed yourself.
it's quite. I very much did, and I'm not usually the betting man, but I had bet a few on you, so you helped me out in that regard.
Cool.
Yeah, well, enjoy the party. I've been invited, and I think I will have myself a piece of cake. And he goes over to like this beautiful, just like vanilla decorated, like swirls of white, and then these like strawberries like put into it. And as he begins to cut himself a piece, a girl who appears to be very frantic. She has like jet black, just straight hair. She appears to be elvish, but she's very young. Comes up and taps him on the shoulder and just like, and he like stands up straight and he, right. I'll be right back. And he walks over to actually just a corner of the room where there is. He walks over to a corner of the room where there is another royally dressed man who appeared to have called for him to come over. He's an older man with like gray hair that kind of like comes down in like splotches. Appears to be human. And he kind of like speaks to Mr. Taft, and they're like whispering for a while.
Can I just... I don't know, give a listen.
Sure, roll perception for me.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So you guys are pretty far away.
How pointy is?
You're pretty far away, but you managed to kind of like get over there, kind of like trying to get like the farthest piece of cake. And you managed to catch just like a glimmer. It was a 20? But you're not like right there. So you kind of catch like Mokapuni. Fallen.
Munguia City?
Munguia is a city in
Oh,
Alawala.
Oh no.
Yeah.
If you all can see on the map, it is the is on the middle island of the Alawala Islands.
Those are the only 2 words I catch?
Yeah, those are the only 2 you catch at the moment. And they kind of like finish up, and he...
What if I...
Edwin Taft kind of breaks off, and I'm so sorry.
Oh, you look stressed.
No, everything is all right. Just a little official business. I just need to speak to the Baroness. Once again, congratulations on your victory, and I hope to see more of you.
Taft, my friend, there's no need for you to live the party here. I have my bird delivered to Master for you, if you wish.
I would prefer to speak with her myself. It is... Don't mean to scare you, rather urgent business.
Okay.
Very well.
Please excuse me. And
As soon as he does that, I'm gonna pull. Are you Alice right now?
No, I'm Arendelle because that's who fought.
Okay. Well, I've never spoken to Arendelle.
But you went down.
I did go down.
You went
Oh,
down
but
to
you're at a
Mary,
party.
into Mary.
but you would come back
Cool,
up
cool,
as
cool, cool.
Arendelle.
Maybe
Yep.
try to tail him.
Did Melusine Moonflower ever tell us where she was from?
So I was actually going to ask you if she did that. I don't remember. I have it written down, her backstory.
I know she
I don't know
told
if she
me
told
about
you.
her parents and being an elf and like all that stuff, and I feel like she told me where she was
I
from.
think she did. I am going to say that she did. I'm going to rule that she did because I had it written down. Which meant if you would have asked her, she would have told you. So she is from Svalien, which is up in the northwest near the Gorging Woods. In the middle of the Gorging Woods, actually.
Does that...
Okay.
That means...
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Yep.
She doesn't know where she's from.
Shoot. My character would know anything about this. This is a me thing. Ah! Carry on, proceed.
Kitty has theories.
Katie has a theory.
It's just a theory.
A game theory.
Let's do game theory.
And you look over to the other guy. How's he doing?
They're both
God.
walking out the
Oh
door
my
together.
Oh, they
God.
both know.
Oh my god!
What's happening?
I. The dots are connected.
I have a question.
Yep.
Does your
But
owl
Cassia would know
hear
shit about this.
things?
Yes.
Like, so like if it heard other people talking about something, it could telepathically tell you what they were talking
I
about?
would listen.
All right. Okay. Okay. And my character would know this, right? That his owl
I
can
did it
hear
often
things.
enough. Sure.
The owl has ears.
Yeah.
The owl
So-
Okay.
has very good ears.
All right. All right.
It's like +6 from perception.
Okay.
Great. So those two head out the door.
Okay.
Well, I suppose we should enjoy ourselves while we have this moment. And then, are we headed out of the city?
Like, I'm off put by Taft's reaction. We never saw him distressed or anything.
That
I have a
is
feeling we might have a go before the night is done.
that is pretty strange.
Well, I'm going to get a drink. And I will go get a drink.
I will join you.
I will also join you.
I'm not
None.
eating
I will not.
anything.
Stay close.
The drinks and the food are you just getting it from the little like after party?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are free to the victors. And they're very, very good, very fancy. They have a few like wines that you can tell are like finely aged. And again, they have like very fancy cakes and these little like flowery candies that have like little chocolate berries like placed into them. Some very nice delicacies.
Can I wrap up a piece of cake to take for Alice?
Yes, they have some like very nice little like boxes that are like about this big, and you can like cut a little square out and like place it into the box.
Take that for her.
So, Kasha, you managed to hear what those two were saying?
They were talking about, well, I didn't really catch much of it, but something's happening in, Mokapuni. We're, on the Alawala Islands. Something...
Are you guys with us?
Yeah, we're at the...
No,
yeah,
Would I know anything about those islands?
You went together.
Something
So
is...
trade, anything like that?
I mean, you might have
Follow.
stopped there before. They're pretty far south in the Cerulean waters, but I would say you've probably stopped there once or twice. What do you want to know about it?
Just general information, like
Yeah. It's pretty like tribal down there, I would say. Like there are a few large cities. As you can see, there's only 3 on the map. And Mokapuni is one of them. Malpopo is the place that really gets most of the trade. So I would say you've probably stopped on that island. I mean, there's not much. It's similar to like a Hawaii type place.
They got a high priest there?
You would assume so. Assume it's a region. They probably do.
right. I stopped there once or twice, but fallen.
It could be referring to anything, but I can't imagine he'd be so freaked out about something if it wasn't that big a deal.
Yes. I can't imagine the city is a hotspot for anything too important, so at least on the surface.
Maybe we should try and find out more
What's
about
the girls do?
Mary?
the elf who told...
No, she appeared to follow them. She appeared to be just like his assistant. But she probably wouldn't know anything. It appeared to be just like his assistant.
We just killed a beholder.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, again, Beholder's stuff of legends. But you
Sure.
have
No,
defeated.
It's a big deal.
you're technically heroes now. By the definition of one of the nations.
True. True. You know, does anyone have a plan exactly of what we're doing?
No.
We just... Did we decide if we're staying here tonight? Or what time is it?
It is past sundown, so it's
Okay.
like probably.
So we're most likely
8:30.
sleeping here. Tomorrow, what's the plan?
It might be worth trying to check in with the Baroness one last time at least.
To do what?
Maybe find
Let
out what's
him use
happening.
the truth.
Maybe we'll find out what's happening in Alawala. Maybe that's where we're supposed to go next. It does seem an awful lot like the Earl is dead. So I doubt we'll be getting those, that gold.
Well, what was the exact description of the job? Find out what happened?
Rescue him.
Bring him back safely.
That is what they said.
But it's not exactly our fault that he is dead.
It's not. We're just probably not going to be paid for the whole thing.
And
Well,
I don't think we have much luck arguing to get paid for our time.
How much do you think we could get for that carriage?
Not enough to make an enemy of a high priest.
I mean, yeah, you get a good amount of gold, but you'd be stealing. It'd be difficult to describe why you're selling a royal chariot unless you're selling it like on the black market.
don't know if it's
You know about
worth
it, right?
making that sort of enemy.
You know about the black market, right?
Do I? Do I know about the black market?
No. You actually come from like a higher up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like a fancy man.
would I?
I'd have
I
gone
mean, you know about like some dock trading, but nothing down here.
Yeah.
I mean, Blomf, you might know like some people might want to buy that like in fighting rings and places like that.
We could sell it. There would be people that would be interested in it. but we wouldn't be through any official means.
I just don't think it's a good idea.
It doesn't sound
I kind of
fun.
like it.
It
I
just
like the
sounds boring.
chariot.
No.
I think it's cute.
Well, I just don't want the high... I mean, the high priest is pretty up there. If we're just... You know, if we have ill will with him...
we just never come back to the south side. That's fine. I mean,
Ever.
I mean, the man was dead before we started our investigation.
The only thing we could tell him is we know for sure he's dead.
I think we should stay tonight and perhaps question the Baroness one more time. I think I have something that may work.
Okay.
I agree.
I'm going to beat the... Let's go.
We torture her. Just
Honestly?
kidding. Don't do
As
that.
much as I like this party, we should probably be getting back soon, right? You two don't look in the best
Yes,
shape.
I'm not
Neither
exactly
do you.
feeling
Yeah,
the best.
I'm not very good right now. I need sleep.
Great. So you all start to head back. You finish up your drinks. You grab a piece of cake
Nope.
and head out the door towards the city. On the way is Flightless, who is waiting for you.
Oh yeah, Flightless.
Sitting down outside the cart.
Exists.
What'd you just say?
He didn't say anything,
I
actually.
didn't say anything.
Flightless joins you as you start.
Yeah.
As you head back, you hear like people like drinking and like shouting, and like a few people recognize you coming from the falls. And oh my gosh, Celestial Syndicate! Hello! You know, like all these congratulations and like great job.
To
You
gust of wind
decapitate.
them away.
Good thing we
Shield
didn't
master.
go with Spectacular 7. That
Too much
would've
paparazzi.
Not.
They've been like, why is there only 6?
Great. So as the 7 of you head back to try to find an inn, or actually the Knight's Call is in North Gresham. So to go back to the Knight's Call. Damien, you feel sort of like buzz from your back.
It's your iPhone.
My phone.
Is it right?
And yeah, your phone gives a little ding ding. No, it is your book. Someone's writing something.
So wait, is it buzzing like constantly?
Okay, I wrote to notice
Isn't there
as
people
a local
talking in
registrar
it like all the time?
in a very obvious
No, I
way.
put it on silence.
Sure.
Oh.
I only have
Natural
ad
one.
mentions.
It's impossible.
Join our Discord.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Join our Discord.
As you pull out your book, you see writing appear. It is purple writing, and it has. Before this purple writing, you had seen was very flowery. Usually, and when I say flowery, like the eyes actually had like a little like flower on top of them, very carefully drawn out. This seems to be the same ink and reminiscent of the same writing, but. I mean, it seems to be like the same person writing it,
Okay.
but it's very rushed and
Oh no.
scratchy handwriting.
It's only one word. Run.
But
With a little flower in the U.
it says,
Shut up.
the writing says, my location is South Gresham. There is a woman here. She's very tall. It seems like it's very rushed. Like some of the words are like misspelled. Like it's very, very rushed through. In her hands, she has an orb. She is, and the writing cuts out.
Wait,
Budge.
did Allure Nightingale have an orb by chance?
I thought we saw.
Malik, I need you to make an intelligence save.
Save?
What?
Save.
What?
I have 7 health,
I'm
dog.
gonna disintegrate.
Hey, did that meal count as a short rest by chance?
I
Damn
have
it.
a rock. I'm fine. It's okay.
You get rocked.
So, intelligence saving throw, right?
You used a rock on the.
I have another rock.
You have 2 rocks.
He's got
6.
the oil.
So plus 6. 15 on the first one. Well,
Are you using it?
no, 15.
15. Okay. You drop to 1 hit point. You drop to 1 hit point as you feel an invasion in your mind. So it is the most pain you've ever felt in your entire life.
Feels like
the most pain concentrated in one single point in your mind as something is trying to get in. It is unclear. It is completely foreign as to what it is. But you feel like your brain is imploding from the inside. The rest of you see Malik drop to his knees, and you see his eyes curl all the way back in his head until there is just stark white, and you see blood pouring from his nostrils and out of actually the corners of his mouth. Malik, this is what you see in your head. You see a vision. It appears to be some kind of first-person perspective. You seem to be watching through somebody else's eyes the scene that is unfolding. You see a hand reach up, appears to be your hand, but it is green and it has almost claws. And a white, glowing orb sits atop it. The scene out in front of you appears to be the gate to South Gresham. There's a banner that hangs that says, "Glad Star Tides, may Mortelworth guide you." And you see people celebrating, running around, entertainment, the parade going as usual. And you see another hand come up. Your hand, or whoever's perspective you're looking through. And you see it turn around, curl into a fist, and then pulsate. And as the fist clenches, the orb has almost like a ring, like an explosion that bursts out of it, centering from the orb and bursting out. And you can see this ring of energy begin to touch certain parts of the city. As you see it touch the wood on the sides of this gate, the wood all up and down begins to rot and decay right in front of your eyes. The banner falls as the supports have completely gone horribly. The paper wilts and it begins to spread into the city. And you see any wood it touches decays. All grass, all flowers die immediately. And you see thousands of people flocking through the streets. And you see it, the energy, as they all look and begin to scream, the energy touches the first person in the crowd. And they seem to age 1,000 years in front of your eyes. And their faces are malformed, and they almost are disintegrated to bone, as their hair wilts and their fingernails curl and grow, and their whole bodies decay from the outside in. You see this 1,000 times over as every person falls to the ground in heaps of rot. Every living thing that this ring of energy touches in this town dies. You see just a scene of complete and utter destruction. As if some sort of explosion of decay had gone off, originating from whoever's perspective you're seeing this through. You see people with half their face completely singed off, only their teeth and bones remaining as their other half crumbles and they fall over. The whole town of South Gresham, this ringed, spiraling downwards, appears to be demolished, but not from fire or blunt brute force, almost from age. In an instant, all these people who you had seen no longer stand before you. And the vision fades. And you are on your knees, and you have at this point fallen face forward onto the ground.
I'm gonna bring him to his feet. Malik, are you...
I'm holding my staff for real life.
What happened?
there's a town, South Gresham. There's a town. Everyone died. They turned to, everything aged incredibly fast in the blink of an eye. But I saw it happen through my own eyes. I was there. It was terrible. It was. I look over to the direction of South Gresham. Anything?
You can't see that far. It is a few hours journey.
Okay.
But
it's a good thing I can't see anything.
It doesn't seem like the ring of energy has reached to where you are.
We gotta get out of the city right now. We gotta get away from the city.
Oh.
Get as many people as you can out to, if you guys care. We gotta get out of here.
Should we see the Baroness? Are you saying we evacuate the city?
I don't trust her.
So it is fair.
Taft?
Did you tell us?
In the book?
It did happen like right as the ink
Yeah.
had stopped writing. Malik fell over.
Not yet. As he's talking, I'm writing.
I'm just gonna
I'm writing.
mention-
What's your status?
I'm gonna mention, and
You wait like a minute. No response.
in their right hand, whatever this thing was, I think it caused all the destruction. It had a crystal ball.
I see you writing in your book.
Mm-hmm. I'm not hiding it.
Do you look worried right now?
Yes.
Damien? Does this have something to do with that book?
About a second before whatever happened to Malik happened, I got a message in my book, and they weren't able to finish it, and they were in South Gresham.
So something really just happened in South Gresham.
See another red handwriting saying the same thing. KY, what is your status? Give me a response. There is no response to that either.
Did you feel what it was doing next? Is it coming here?
I don't know, but if they're in the business of simply killing entire towns, we should get out of them. I think. It wasn't hard either. It simply did one motion, like so, and the whole town was gone.
So what do we do? Are we just...
We get out of the town so we don't get caught in the next explosion. And if you guys care, you save as many people as you can.
Can we stop it?
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm going to South Gresham.
And you see writing in your book, red ink. All operatives near South Gresham, please report on the location of KY.
Sure.
Damien, are you sure that is a good idea, seeing as one being with the power to wipe out an entire town may or may not exist right now?
It's probably the worst idea there is, but...
Are you sure you want all of us to die?
Whether you choose to come with is up to you.
Well, this is not a choice. We stick together, of course. But
do you think? You rather two of us die than six, or the other way around?
I'd like to change into piety. I think what we need to do is we need to tell someone, and then we need to get out of this town. I don't think it matters if we go to South Gresham. It doesn't exist anymore. Why would they be there?
That person is gone.
But they're probably going to come here.
Has Piety ever spoken before?
Mm-hmm.
To us?
I don't think you were awake.
Oh, I was dead.
Yeah.
You were not awake.
Yeah, she gave a whole speech.
Bruh. As much as I hate to say it, I think I agree with her.
She's right. Let's get out of here.
Damien, I understand it may have been a friend.
That's the thing, I barely knew them at all. But... I'm not one to run away from danger.
Well, I'm not either, but this is a hopeless fight. Do you not agree?
Damien, we're no ship to fight.
Look at us.
It'll take us a night to get there anyway.
I don't think you understand what I just told you.
This person, if they did that, then they're gone. We can just go and see if
town
anyone's okay.
With a flick their hand. It erased everything.
I'm just looking around for a horse nearby or something.
Yeah, you all are near the Knight's Call, and they have a few horses that people have tied up, not like for rent or anything,
Right.
but a few horses that other people have tied up on the post.
Damien, I'll go with you, but we need to tell someone first.
You two are walking into a death trap.
Probably.
Is it worth it? Really?
Why would the casters?
Why don't we try and fix it instead of you running into a suicide mission? This is
fix
stupid.
it how?
In some way other than killing yourself.
What happened?
Oh, yeah, Damien.
We need to find out what happened on those islands.
Damien, I do need to ask you, what do you hope to achieve by doing this?
We can see if anyone survived.
You know who survived?
Firsthand, no one did.
Except for the person
That caused
killed
it,
them
yeah.
all.
And like,
Yeah, they did not seem affected, if that's what you're asking.
I saw the hand holding the ball. I try to remember the hands of the library monster.
No, not
No.
similar.
Any new messages in the book?
There is in red ink. Damien Andrana, please report your status.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in North Gresham.
Please report to South Gresham if possible.
You had a
Already on my way. And I'm starting to unhitch one of the horses that I see.
so you don't want to tell? I mean, I assume I know, but you really do want to try to hide.
Just
I'm not even trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Look,
It's
whether
like-
you want to go is up to you. I'm not in control of your actions, but I know what I'm doing.
You do
So if
have-
you'd like to come with, you can.
You do already have a first-hand witness of the event.
Either way, you're not going to fit 6 people on a horse. Go. We'll let Taft know or someone and be on our way as well.
you need to find out what happened at the Olawala Islands. I heard something about fallen. Maybe the island had fallen.
Can we go about this maybe a bit smarter? Really?
Well,
Do
I
we
was
have
under the
time to?
impression that you didn't want to go at all. And I'm
That is not what I said. I said we should maybe devise a better plan than just running headfirst into a death trap. I mean, that is what I said.
I don't
we
think
can
there's
see
time
if
for
Taft
that.
can spare anyone.
Time for that.
Come
They're
with
all
us.
dead already. It doesn't matter.
If they're asking you to go to South Gresham, then there are going to be other people there. We'll have contacts there, people we can meet.
So they can die too?
No,
That is great. You two go ahead, okay?
It doesn't matter where they're going. As long as they get out of the town, I don't think whoever did this cares about 3 little people. They destroyed a whole city. Very likely they destroyed 2, at least. In the blink of an eye. I don't think they care about 3 people. If that's where you want to go,
I'm going to start
getting out of here,
storming in the
Danny.
direction of the Great Hall.
Great.
We'll go with
So you're in the Knight's Call, so it's about a 5-minute walk. If you just
I'm moving-
take off in a
I'm-
sprint, like
yeah.
2 minutes.
So,
That's what I'm
3.
doing. I'm sprinting towards the Great Hall. As fast as I can go in with 7 health and chain or whatever.
Brom at 1 health.
Oh, shoot.
Malik, do you have any way to communicate with us if we're?
I'm going with you as I throw my body over a horse.
Yeah, so he throws his limp body over this horse, and you see just the dried blood around.
Yeah,
his
I'm gonna
face.
it didn't take much to take me down in the first place. This won't matter.
Anyone else?
I'm gone, bro.
Yeah.
I know you are.
I'll make sure that we find out what needs to be found out, and I'll go with them.
Plus, just get out of the city as fast as you can.
We will.
You can handle Blitz, it's fine.
Okay. So you 3, are you on the same horse or you take the 2 horses?
I'll take a horse.
How many are there? Are we just stealing?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 horses.
Stealing some guy's horse.
How much for a horse for a day? Like a shoot golden wheel.
On the floor.
I mean, these are just someone's personal
Well,
horses.
Yeah, you only steal horses, bro.
And as you like,
Or horses, or horses are here, right?
Hello.
they're outside the city, but yeah, but they're in the direction.
No, leave us with nothing. That's okay. Don't worry.
That's why I didn't want to take the chariot.
Is Piety still there?
Heidi's
I'm-
gone.
I mean,
I'm just.
we need, what, 2 horses? 2 horses. can
Where-
go. There's 4.
Oh, we're taking our horses? I thought we were just taking this assholes.
Sure, let's take it.
When you get out. Shit. Where can we meet you? We're close to Luxton. That's where I grew up.
If we don't find you sooner, meet in Luxton.
Okay.
Yeah, wait. Alice, can I have a look at your rock again?
That's piety.
Piety.
What?
Wait, that is Piety, you're right. Piety, you have a rock from the astrology thing, right?
Sure. Opal.
I will look at it. Put it over to map. Here. Thank you. Great. We'll find each other. It'll be hard.
Nice.
Thank you.
So the 3 of you, and you hear like behind you, hey, what are you? Hey, wait! And you're like long gone. As someone's like trailing behind you.
That sucks.
I look back.
Everything's
Tough.
happening all at once.
Yeah, you just like falls to the ground to sleep. But nobody else really notices. There's still like festivals going on, and people are like drunk and like loudly walking through the streets. But you all start to head out of the city. You 3 rush into the Great Hall and into the lobby, and the lady at the front desk is like, "Hello, can I make?" And you're like running past towards the door.
Blast past her.
And she's like, "Oh, you can't go in," and you just like rush through the door.
I'm heading straight to the Baroness's office.
Okay, and you rush through there and like turn to the right to the Baroness's office and like slam open the doors. And the guards like move to like protect. Sir, you can't be in here. And Mr. Taft, Edwin Taft, and the Baroness are both in there speaking to each other. Oh, yes, you 3. I'm afraid we're on very urgent business at the moment. The Baroness will see you very shortly.
No.
Self-destruction.
If you're going to speak now, if that is okay with you.
I'm sorry?
That's okay.
We have some very urgent business too. We do not have time for whatever this is. Please move aside.
Roll intimidation.
Can I thaumaturgy as well? Like kind
Sure, roll it with
Can I
advantage.
look scary as
I'll flex.
well?
Okay, now 1 on the first roll.
Man.
And 15.
15. He looks like decently scared, like, and he kind of trusts you. And he like steps to the side, and the Baroness, this better be urgent.
You are hiding something from us.
I'm afraid I do not know what you're talking about.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, I do not have Zone of Truth on here right now, actually. That
Oh
sucks.
no!
I still haven't
we
taken
meant
a long
to take
rest.
a nap before this.
So we have reason to believe that South Gresham has fallen.
Good choice of words.
I'm sorry, I do not know what you speak of.
I have a feeling Taft does.
She looks at Taft. He's like, oh, no. I'm
Something,
sorry.
what's the name of it? Something similar to Moku.
Mokapuni.
Mokapuni?
Oh. How do you know about Mokapuni?
Doesn't matter. What happened there?
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
That's how you go, yeah, we know it's fallen.
Mokapuni, there are reports of some of the citizens there acting out. The wildlife is going crazy, stampeding through the city.
Well, maybe slightly different.
Something similar has happened in South Gresham?
Maybe slightly different.
Well, are you saying there is wildlife in Mokapuni?
You got it.
Can't say it. I don't know why I can't say it.
Mokapuni.
Mokapuni?
Yes, there are boars, there are elephants.
Great, I am afraid we cannot say the same for South. Gresham. Everyone is dead.
Well, how could you possibly know that? I just saw you at the falls.
There was somewhat of a messenger of some sort, almost killed our friend, but it showed him what happened.
Go ahead and roll persuasion. Since all 3 of you are very adamant, go ahead and roll with advantage.
God, We don't
Okay,
have a
18 and 4, so 18.
Okay, 18. Okay. Okay. I'm afraid I don't know anything about that.
Well, I'm gonna look at the Baroness. If you care about your people, you may want to either evacuate or lock down the city. Or tell us what you know.
Roll for. I'm sorry. What was your persuasion roll?
18.
18. All right. I believe you. Please explain a little more about what happened. Someone killed everyone, the thousands of people in South Gresham. I find that very hard to believe.
Everyone is dead.
Our friend saw a hand that held an
There's a
orb,
non-zero chance,
which
so it's
released
just like
a
vision.
wave of magic, which caused everyone and everything
That's
to
pretty much
rot.
The guy's like, oh, sorry, I dropped some coffee in the book.
To rot.
Yes. We have
Lost
another friend who was
age,
in
yeah.
contact with someone who was in the city and immediately lost contact with them as well.
I see. Well, if what you were saying is true, we are only a few hours' ride away. I suppose we will lock down the city. Yes, I will alert the guards. Thank you for coming to me so soon. We appreciate your help.
Can I insight on
Yeah,
her?
of course you can.
22.
She seems to not know what you're talking about. And like she's gonna do that. Like she's distressed and she believes you. But she does not know anything about this.
We will try to come back and establish contact with you. But we must go support our friends. So you're heading there right now.
I will alert the guards to let you out of the city and let no one else in or out. Thank you.
One last question, and I suppose your answer won't really have any effect, but for the safety of for the safety of yet another friend, do you have any idea what happened to the Earl or anyone like him?
I'm afraid I do not. And if it, yeah, go ahead and say. If it is related to this, I cannot say I've heard of anything.
Natural one. Just tell the truth.
Jeez. Just like
Seems okay.
words are flowing like butter. And she starts to like get the guards. Edwin Taft goes to like alert the guards, and they put out like a citywide call basically to shut everything down. And as you all, I'm assuming you're heading out of the Great Hall.
Yeah.
So as you head out of the Great Hall, you see like just like many people from the Great Hall just like dispersing and like spreading the news. And you hear like a loud bell like rung 3 times, and you see like lanterns start to like dim, and you see the people start to like shout and things like that. But you see places like you see people like opening shops, like closing the doors, slamming them and locking them. And you get a guard escort to the gates.
To get our
With the chariot?
Yeah, you have 4 guards escorting you to the gates. Good luck out there. And they let you go, and they bring in these large metal what appear to be just like large, like almost like 2x4s, but they're like a lot bigger, and they like slam them down like one by one on top of where the opening in the gate is, because it's not an actual gate, it's just 2 walls, and they begin to make like this basically just like a shut and sealed metal gate behind you, and you hear like shouts, and then like a few minutes pass as your chariot. There is no one at the stables at the moment because they have come back into the city. But you hear the city start to like silence, and like you see like the last like lantern flickering in the sky like go out, and you are left with the chariot.
I suppose we should try to not catch up, but not be too far behind. Blumf, can you take the reins for just a little bit?
Sure, I'm at 1 HP.
I'm gonna spend 10 minutes to cast Prayer of Healing.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm
Just
chilling.
in case. Is it? It's 2d8, right? Please, please, thank you, please.
I think so.
Yeah, because that sucks. Okay. 11 health.
So the three of you get 11 health. Yes. As your chariot, you're probably about. I'd say you all are probably about 10-minute ride ahead of them as you all ride towards South Gresham. Since you have a chariot, if any of you would like to short rest, I'd say all of you can get a short rest in if you all want to take turns.
I will do that.
You three are on 2 horses, so I would say one of you can get a short rest.
That would be probably cautious.
Or if you want. I mean, I'm on the reins.
So Damien, I believe, has a horse of his own, and then Malik and Cash are on one?
No,
I think she's...
Oh, I see.
Like
so
on
Kasha,
mine.
you are on Damien's
I
horse.
can't get spells back on a short rest, and I'm at full health. Someone else.
If you want to take it for an hour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my channel divinity to regain a first level spell slot. Okay. I'm gonna use my channel divinity to gain another first level spell slot.
Great. Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, I haven't.
Just in case, because I'm low.
Yep. You do that,
quick
and then
nap.
you take a short rest, and now you have channel divinity back.
Oh, is that how channel divinity works?
I believe it is a short rest,
Oh.
and you have not used it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you still have that.
So I have full health.
In fact, you could technically use it again if you so
I
wish.
could.
I'm ready.
Great. So you all ride for
Tank a loop.
you all ride for about 4 hours
If we get some.
into the late hours of the night until it is pitch black around you, and you ride through silent meadows. It's very eerie and dark outside. No signs of life anywhere.
I'm just gonna hide behind these trees so I don't run into a tree or something.
And as
idea.
because Damien has dark vision,
You do too.
and Kasha does as well as she lets you.
Yeah, I should probably get Luna now and I should be able to see that.
Right. But as you all continue to ride, it is about 3 hours and maybe 45 minutes. You're about a mile outside the city. Or you're about 2 miles out. But you see a perfect ring about a mile outside of the city where the green grass, stops and cuts into just desecrated lands. There is no flower. Even large trees have completely wilted away in half, completely crumbled to the ground. You see flowers that once bloomed lay gray on the dirt in front of you as you continue to ride forward towards the city. You all see the same sight about 10 minutes later.
Can I pray to Valkyr and basically ask if this relates to what we had previously spoken about?
Roll a religion check.
17.
You give an urgent prayer, but you feel the same presence you had felt a week or two prior, where Valkyr he's doing something very urgent at the moment. He has business to attend to, and even through your desperate prayers, you cannot reach him. The three of you ride up on the city in the same site as Malik had seen. The walls with their wood fences crumbled to dust, and you see just strewn about the city thousands upon thousands of bodies, or skeletons more with just bits of flesh aged and crumpled and dead where they stood. You see carts completely almost melted in half from rot. You see lanterns in the sky have completely fallen and just shattered on the floor of this 3-tiered city. It is a horrible sight. It is a mass graveyard of bodies that look to be dead from ages past, although you just seen them the previous day.
Just desperately, I'm hopping off the horse, just looking around for anyone.
Yeah, as you
I'm gonna.
it is completely silent in this city that was bustling with music and lights and energy and people singing and dancing, and now there is nothing. There is still absence of life.
I am gonna motion. Wait, as I want you guys to stealth. I don't know if you're gonna do it.
Sure, we'll stealth.
I mean, it's pitch black night.
I mean, it is a full city,
Yeah.
but
We have
it
full
is
city to hide.
eerie.
It's fine. 13.
You are the only thing moving, though.
22.
Oh, we are there.
Natural one.
Oh, yeah.
So it's tough to like almost like suppress like choked sobs. This is nothing like anything you've ever seen before. And as you all step over bodies, the three of you approach the city as well and see these three. I mean, barely even as they step over checking for life. I mean, they haven't gotten 50 feet since there's just so much to check through as you all approach the city.
Thaumaturgy, make my voice louder, I suppose.
All of you roll investigation as you're checking.
Are you guys creeping?
They're not very well.
I'm like crying out loud.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, you can hear Cash's screams from investigation.
Investigation? Do you want to...
All of you.
Okay.
All three of you are separately investigating these bodies.
24.
Can I
24. Okay.
be scanning for a book like Damien's?
Roll investigation.
Oh, that's a pretty hard one.
Damien, you can roll as well if that's what you're looking for.
11.
Okay. 24.
So 24, Malik. Well, I'll let you three come to the city first. As Blitz thaumaturgy.
I retcon that.
But you still are pretty close as you like hop off your chariot. You can see them. They're within eye distance.
Have a light going, Blitz.
Yeah, I'll cast light on my pendant.
Okay. Malik, you see as light begins to shine, you're like picking up shoulders, and as you like go to touch people to like lift them up, like their skin just like dissipates in your hands, almost like you're just grabbing sand, and just like off the bone. Like there's not even blood. It is as if they aged 1,000 lifetimes over in this split second. But as you sort through this heap of specifically packed bodies, you kind of like push a few of them aside, and you hear. And,
oh god, it's probably like a dragonborn.
And you see, it is a dragonborn, and you see, laying on the ground, actually a pretty intact body, is a green dragonborn that lays like on his side, and pretty intact scales and everything. And as you pick him up, he appears to still be alive, but as you pick him up and face him, the entire right side of his face and chest and torso is bone. As it appears he's been singed off, as if he was like pressed against just the hottest fire ever, and just completely singed off the skin and scales of his face. And you see like the muscle like holding his jaw together has just like completely deteriorated, and it like hangs off as he's like barely clinging to life, like. And you see like his skull has been like opened, and like parts of his brain have like rotted away. You're not gonna get an answer from this guy, but as you hold him, he like breathes his last breath and falls back down. As the three of you kind of step over the bodies to them.
Malik, you don't look too good.
I'll lay him down. Yeah. Turns out seeing it once didn't make it easier to see it again.
Do you still look like you have 1 HP?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still leaning on my staff.
Now Malik is limping, dried blood all over his face.
Cure wounds.
Okay.
I look over.
10 health.
So Blitz reaches across your shoulder, to give you a little bit of healing, and you feel a little bit of life come back into you.
Tap the shoulder. Thanks.
It takes a few more hours to just kind of sort through the bodies and like try to find any signs of life. There is none. There is no living person or thing that has survived the touch of whatever this is. This is a town that has been destroyed by rot. As you reach the southern gate, you find a body with pristine white hair atop a sunken-in skull. And there is a beautiful white gemstone ring, but no skin on the hand. And you find actually fully intact, minus a few, like, little bit of dirt and dust, a book very similar to yours, that on the inside cover, scratched into the leather, says Cream Yanza, Krym Yanza.
Can't really discern like a race, or they look human.
Well, nature. This is sunken in the skull.
17.
It appears to be similar to humans, maybe a little closer to elves, but the hair resembles that of 17, specifically a genasi.
Just like completely silent, I'll take the book and put it in my bag, but I'll take her ring and just slide it on.
We're just gonna reach detect magic. As we get done with these bodies, I want to see if there's anything left here.
As you spend about 10 minutes casting that,
Stare into my book.
you feel almost like the magic has faded from this place. Like everything that was magical has lost its touch, has lost its wonder. These lanterns that were floating could have been floating by air, but it seemed to be that they were magical in nature. They are completely mundane and long since usable.
No one's alive by magic here.
What does Flightless think?
Flightless is very unsure what to think. Like, he's actually still at the northern gate, just kind of like staring. He doesn't step over any of the bodies.
Were we supposed to meet someone here?
This is who it was.
Let me know if you need any help. I'm going to go make sure Flightless stays safe. I'm gonna head back to Flightless.
Malik, as you approach the southern gate, you see that it was not in a circle, but more in an arc that stretched past the town for about a mile and stops kind of in like almost like a circular like cone around, not too far outside of the town, probably about 100 feet away, roughly where the perspective of whoever your perspective was through, wherever they were standing. That's kind of where the line of decay stops.
I want to go.
There's no sign of a person.
Yeah, I want to go over there where it came from.
Okay.
Just see if anything was dropped or anything was left.
It doesn't appear that anything was left behind, but you do like kind of like step into the living, breathing grass that just borders death.
And no tracks either, right? Did someone walk off this grass? Is it broken?
Go ahead and roll survival for me.
Survival. How am I wrong?
Not my ring.
Nice.
11. Yeah, no discernible tracks. It has been a few hours, and it's really just grass. So if someone did walk off, plus there's just so much foot traffic here, very difficult to tell. There's been so much foot traffic over the past few days, people coming in and out of town, that one person it's very difficult to find.
They probably kept the pass.
I'm gonna kind of let Damien do his own thing, but I'm taking his book and writing, "We are in South Gresham. It's horrible. How long until anyone else gets here?"
You see red handwriting. No one else is within 2 days' journey. I'm afraid you're on your own. What is the status on KY?
Deceased.
You get no reply.
Damien, we can't stay here. No one else is gonna be here for days. We could be in danger. Other people could be in danger.
Should I come Inkberry? I mean, either that or we make the journey to any other big city, see if they survived. Maybe the big cities have measures against this type of thing. But otherwise, we're gonna find ourselves in a zombie world pretty soon.
Malik, why did you get the vision?
I don't know, bro. I guess it's the same reason I got attacked by that thing in the library back in the day, but I can't be sure.
Insight. I don't know. I believe you. Just
Insight. You can know anything if I ask the question.
Alright, 16.
It appears to be telling the truth.
I figured, just in case.
No, I'm lying. I'm with them.
He pulls out a ball.
I rolled deception for him, 21.
Wait, what was that?
Damien depressing.
Horrible.
Horrible? Yo!
Cash, after you say that, I'll just nod to you and you start getting out.
Do you know what's did the
I'm not near you right now. I'm sorry. I was inciting as a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it would.
I'm with Flightless.
You feel an intense heat in your bag. And Kasha, you notice as you had written the words deceased, they glow like a silver ink before being like permanently etched into the page. You feel KY's journal slowly, as you open it, the pages inside are burning. And the fire begins to coat the whole thing until it is nothing but ash.
Dang, I was gonna take it.
Read it really fast.
The words don't
They
even stay
disappear.
there.
So wait, why is there like multiple pages then? Can you just like have one page?
Well,
It's
there's like different
chats.
sections in
Oh, I
the
got you.
book.
It's like our Discord that you all should join.
Oh my god.
Spoiler talks in the back, and then like more general.
Yeah.
talks.
Gotcha.
Memes.
They have like a
right
meme, like
smack
hand
dab
drawn
in the
memes.
center.
That's awful.
Sorry, guys.
We need to find somewhere to sleep tonight.
I said.
Wait, Can I like attempt to communicate with? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, all five of us are here. Except
I'm with Flightless. Yeah.
So, I say we try to go to Inkberry. If any city's still gonna be up, it's gonna be that one. Or at least close to us.
3 days.
We
Yeah.
should tell the High Priest.
I'm gonna try to grab my book from you, and I'm gonna write. What's our next move?
Red handwriting. We have reported this to the Iris. We're awaiting confirmation.
Confirmation. We're right freaking here.
Confirmation on their next
Oh God, I was
Can I
like,
try and talk to Flightless?
Mhm.
I'm just gonna come out. I think I understand.
He follows you through the city, carefully stepping over bodies.
Just heading back in that direction. So, what is the plan?
I don't think we can go until we get instructions.
Instructions.
I think we should just
Yes,
go to
yes.
Inkbury.
All due respect, Kasha and Damien, but these people had no idea that a whole city with one of their members in it was about to be wiped out. And it could have very well been two if we just decided to stay one more night.
Listen, I don't think it really matters exactly where we go, but we need to get out of here, and Inkberry is the closest place.
Yep.
We can't stay in one spot.
They should have evacuated south. Shelburne.
They couldn't know.
Gresham.
What?
The walls aren't going to do anything.
But where are those people gonna go? What? They can't come here.
I think it best not to dwell on North Gresham right now. I think we did all we could. Hopefully, they're not affected. But I agree, I think we should go to Inkberry.
Everyone agree we should get there as soon as possible. We can drive to the night, take shifts.
That sounds good to me.
Damien?
I'll just take the reins.
You take the reins of the north and bring it around the side of the city, towards the south. Takes about half an hour, but you all meet up there. And as you see, it is, after searching for this long, you see the sun just beginning to rise over the horizon as you all head away from this rot and decay. And you pass the first signs of living grass, and you see trees off in the distance. And as you head towards Inkberry, that is where we're going to end today's session. Thank you all for playing.
Damn, bro.
That was like a lot.
That was a bit heavy. That was a bit heavy.
Glad Star Tides.
Glad
But
fucking
glad
Star
Star
Tides.
Tides.
Star Tides to you all. Thank you so much for watching. And we are excited to have you back next week for the next session. If you enjoyed this pretty heavy video,
Can we like make some stupid joke or something? This is
I
like
think we finally unlocked mass power word kill.
okay.
So,
we have
I'll take it.
pizza waiting out there for,
Oh my
to help us be happy once again. Yeah, let's back up. Let's back up. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and let us know down below. And maybe comment your theories. I know Katie has some. And if you really want to get into theories, go ahead and join our Discord.
Yes. Hit up the spoiler chat to discuss theories with the all caught up crew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a cute little
And if you
cut up crew.
love us more than the average viewer, consider supporting us on Patreon, so we can continue to improve on this setup we have here and possibly get some minis and yeah, just overall improve the channel, because that's what we hope to do, and you guys are the ones that really help us do that. So again, thank you so much for watching, and on that note, we will see you next week. And remember, friends who grit together
Stick together.
Bye-bye.